Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for NBA on Thursday, December 9th, 2021. My name is Steve. We're going to have 3 picks here for you today that I think are great value bets for this Thursday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers here by the end of the week, guys. I can't do it without your help. Appreciate all of your support on the channel. Please be sure to also check out our Discord page. It's a great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. I'll have a link in the comment section and in the description of that where you can check that out. Be sure to also place your favorite pick down below in the comment section for today. Your favorite bet for the day. If you'd like it included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, results from the previous episode. So we went 2-2. Obviously, we would like to have a better day than that, but still, fairly solid overall. We started the night off with a easy cash on the Cavaliers -3 spread. They won going away there versus the Bulls on their winning streak. No real surprises there for me, guys. You guys know how much I love the Cleveland Cavaliers this season. They're 19-5-2 against the spread now. What's not to love about it? We were also able to cash Gary Harris over 10.5 points. He cashed this with ease. Actually cashed this in the first half. If you guys watched my TikTok extra value bet, I had him hitting 3 threes. He had 2 threes in the first half. I just needed 1 from him in the second half. And he just didn't get a lot of looks, so unfortunately I didn't get there on that. But we did cash his points as our official pick. Ones we missed on was Malcolm Brogdon over 11.5 rebounds and assists. He finished that game with 9. And we also missed on Joel Embiid over 45.5 PRAs. He finished with 44. So actually, if you were fortunate enough to get this line early, I saw his line throughout the day actually drop down to 43.5. So if you were able to get it there, you were able to cash. And if he had 44.5, which is what most people would have had, because that's where it ended up landing near the end of the day, you ended up with a brutal beat on that because he missed a free throw late. That cost the bet on that. So what can you do? We're going to get after it today, though, guys. We're going to get this 3-0. So let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are rolling with the Utah Jazz -3 spread here versus the Philadelphia 76ers at -114 odds. So I'd highly recommend getting this pick early on in the day because honestly, I could see a scenario where Joel Embiid does not play tonight. I'm not a doctor, but I watched him play last night, and he didn't look quite right. He had a great game, but he was just very slow, moving up and down the floor, and saw blood coming through on his leggings there through his knee. So, what that was, I'm not sure. I can't speak to what that was. I'm just saying, I think there's a chance that he may take the night off. Just based on that, I was just watching it. I'm like, there's something not quite right with him still. And I don't know why you have blood coming from your knee, but I guess we'll find out later. But I would still get it on the spread early in the day if you can. Either way, I'm comfortable with this spread. I'm taking this with the assumption that Embiid will play, but there's a chance in my mind that he won't. Jazz on the season 6-5 on the road against the spread. The 76ers 3-7 at home against the spread, so it's not very good. Jazz are actually 2-1 against the spread with 0 days rest. The 76ers are 1-1. And like I said, Joel Embiid, not sure about his status. He did look slow at times last night. And I don't think he'll be able to get away with that tonight against Rudy Gobert and the Jazz. Different animal to deal with tonight. If Embiid isn't on his P's and Q's, he's going to have a hard time scoring against Gobert, honestly. Embiid in his career is 43% from the field in his career versus the Utah Jazz in 7 games. So, now he did have a great game his last game against Gobert. He put up 40 against them, 14-27 from the field, but that was a lot of usage. It's hard for me to envision Embiid getting that many looks just based on his condition. But, we'll see what happens. Jazz on the season, 5th in defensive efficiency as well, so they're still maintaining, a great look there on the defensive side. They're 1st in offensive efficiency as well. Jazz have also won their last 4 on the road, and they've also won by a margin of over 14 per game, 14.25 per game in the last 4, so it's obviously very good. And I love it there, guys. I think the Jazz are the play here tonight. -3 is this great value there. I think they win by, between at least 6 or more. It would be my look on that one. So, love it there for number 1 pick. Utah Jazz -3 spread versus the 76ers at -114 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with Anthony Davis over 22.5 points here for the Los Angeles Lakers at minus 112 odds. So we'll start with Davis's last 3 versus the Memphis Grizzlies. He's put up 22, 35, and 27 points. So it's very solid. It's 2-1 with a hook, obviously. I mean, and 22 did come this season, so that was a kind of a sick loss there on that one if you had 22.5 in that game. And it's a great matchup here for Davis, right? The Grizzlies overall in the season have been very bad against centers. The Grizzlies allow the most points in the NBA to centers. So, obviously very good here for Davis. He's got LeBron James back, which honestly I like. It won't allow the Grizzlies to double down on Davis or James, really. But, you know, I like the matchup here better for Davis. I think both Davis and James will probably have a big night, honestly. It's going to be hard to stop either one of them. Davis on the season, 14-10 to this line on the year with 3 hooks. So, I like seeing the hooks, especially when you already got a winning percentage here. You're already 14-10, and the 3 hooks is just a good indicator that he's been right there. Each time finishing with 22 points 3 times. So, like seeing that. He's actually 6 out of 8 in his last 8 to this line. So he's been hot here recently, and 5-3 on the season on the road to this line. So it's very good. And like I said, the matchup is really what rules here. That's really honestly what I love for Davis. This gives us, I think, a statistical edge. The Grizzlies just don't play center as well. So love it there for number 2 pick. Anthony Davis over 22.5 points here for the Lakers at minus 112 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we are rolling with DeJounte Murray over 7.5 assists here for the San Antonio Spurs at minus 102 odds. So, DeJounte Murray is actually 6th in the NBA in potential assists per game at 15.7 per game. Found that to be a very interesting statistic here on Murray. He gets a lot of assist opportunities, and here lately, he's been picking it up that way. He's had assist games of 14 and 13 in 2 of his last 4 games. So that's obviously very good. And he's shooting the ball a bit less. In 3 of his last 4 games, he shot the ball 16 or less times. DeJounte Murray, back in November, he was shooting the ball a lot of games, 20 plus easily. So, I honestly like that he's looking for his teammates more. His teammates have been stepping up more. The Spurs honestly are getting a lot better. They've been playing a lot better lately, and I think this is part of it. Teams are starting to key in a little bit more on DeJounte Murray, which makes sense. He's been very hot early on in the season. But, his teammates are also starting to play better. You got Lonnie Walker, the 4th there. You got, you got all the other boys there getting it done. Poeltl there at center. And, their guard play has also picked up. So they've been a lot better there for the Spurs. So, honestly, love seeing that. As far as when I talk about assists, Murray on the season averages 8.4 assists per game. He's 7-4 in his last 11 games with 2 hooks. So we talked about the hooks. I do still love that, obviously. It's been very successful here lately to the assist line. And it's a great matchup. So, again, this is where I like to attack stuff, is when we get a great matchup on a guy that's hot to the line. And we have another one here in DeJounte Murray. Nuggets allow the 4th most assists in the NBA to point guard. So I love it, honestly. I just think, he's going to have a great chance here to cash tonight. Had just 6 assists in the first meeting here with the Nuggets, but I think, with the improvements the Spurs have, seen here lately, as far as, they've really picked it up, as far as the players around them. So I love seeing that. So love it there for number 3 pick, DeJounte Murray over 7.5 assists here for the San Antonio Spurs at minus 102 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I can't do it without you. Appreciate you all here at the channel. You guys are like family to me here. It's a great community that we have, honestly. And like I said, encourage you to check out the Discord as well. It's a great place to connect with us there through the chat. Have a lot of good people in the Discord there posting a lot of different bets. A lot of different research going on in there as well. So if you're looking for additional bets, it's a great place to look. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Check out our NFL Best Bets video for tonight, Thursday Night Football. I have a link here, a quick link to that. Other than that, it's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.